We are here at the 65th annual convention of SIAM, or Society of Indian Automobile Manufacturers, and I have with me Partho Banerjee, Senior Executive Officer, Marketing and Sales at India's largest passenger vehicle maker, Maruti Suzuki India. Partho-san, thank you for sparing your time. First of all, the recent past, the biggest of interventions which will have a big impact on the industry, GST. The GST reforms at the overall level, what kind of impact do you think it could make to the per capita ownership of cars in India, which currently stands about 34 out of 34, 35 out of 1,000? Do you think it will make a significant positive dent to that?
Sumantra, I think this is a very big reform. After the introduction of GST, I think after 8 years, it's a GST 2.0. So if you see, I would just like to give you the perspective, the amount which is the customer is going to gain out of it. If you see the cars which were earlier at the slab of 28%, now they move to 18%. So we have calculated that the net benefit to the consumer will be 8.5%. So we as a company are fully committed that we will going to pass on the whole of the GST. Also, not only on the new car, but even in the service also, be it on the parts, we are going to pass it on, all the benefit to our consumer. Now talking about the big cars, what I'm the big cars I'm talking is those which were earlier in the slab of 43% and above goes to 50%. Now all those vehicles are now going to be in the slab of 40%. So there also if you see, the GST reduction has been to the tune of 10%. Now you need to understand one thing, that the vehicle prices on the big cars are much higher. So there also the substantial saving will be much more. But I think it's a very good move, thanks to our Honorable Prime Minister that he has come, and we are very positive that this is really going to kickstart the economy once again, and the auto industry will really going actually.
And if you have to slice it down, if you have to take a look at the sub 4 meter category, particularly the hatchback, the entry level cars, which Maruti Suzuki is a leading player by a big margin. But there has been concern that it has been degrowing and people have been moving to SUVs. And there was the affordability issue also. That's another reason why it was coming down. So, what kind of in the rest of the year, say at the end of this financial year, what kind of the resurgence or revival do you think it could contribute to for that particular segment?
I think if you're asking me what will be the likely be growth, see, in short term there will be a pent-up demand that we should not be treating too much into it. But from a long-term perspective, we feel in the small car, we are looking for a growth of 10%.
On an annual basis.
That's right.
So when you said long term would be in the FY 26, 27?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And this year, as you said, that this year it should be also taken into account that there has been a pent-up demand. Therefore, even it could be even higher this year, right?
No,
in
but,
terms
yeah,
but
why I'm this year I'm saying it should not be the right way, because H1 is gone actually, and you know H1 has not been a good actually. So H2 we should not be too much be reading into it, but in the long-term perspective, I think small cars should grow at 10%.
So if you look at the 26, 27 period, so 10% for small car growth, and overall, it's about how much you do expect?
Our estimate is this, that auto industry earlier was also growing at a CAGR of 6 to 7%. It should go back to the same level.
Yeah. And another announcement, part of the announcement was also incentivizing hybrids for small cars, which is 1200 cc and below, 4 meters and below. Would that be a motivator for you to offer hybrids in that category? You already have it in the Vitara. So would that also now maybe accelerate some of your plans?
I think we being a market leader, we believe that we need to be technologically agnostic. So we are going to be offering all the technologies and all the form factors to our customer. So we are equally committed for hybrid also.
I see. And the other policy intervention, which the Honorable Minister, Mr. Gadkari, also mentioned, and he urged the industry also to kind of put a more helping hand, that is scrappage policy. So from your side, do you think now you would also are encouraged to maybe make it even more attractive for customers who come with a scrappage certificate to purchase a
Sumantra, we are already committed to this scrappage policy, because we have already having our dedicated scrappage center also in Noida, and B, we have a better offer for the consumers who are going to scrap their vehicle. So it's already there from Maruti Suzuki still.
So, and in terms of, let's say, if, no, from the compared to the regular exchange rates that you offer to a customer who comes into your vehicle, to your showroom with an old vehicle, what kind of a delta you?
It varies from model to model actually, but we are promoting the scrappage policy as stated by the Honorable Minister.
And we all are looking forward to the pricing of the Victoris. And but tell us, I mean, even before that, what kind of response have you received at your at the retail network in terms of inquiries or bookings for the Victoris?
Victoris has got a very good response. In the first 48 hours, we have got more than 100 million views, which is itself is a very good record sort of a thing. And we are getting almost bookings at the rate of 1,000 per day.
All right. And also in terms of the booking, as of now, you have opened it only from the top end, right?
We are booking it in one particular variant actually because we have not announced the prices. So very soon we are going to announce the prices.
This will be very interesting because this is a category which is kind of a sweet spot, so to speak, for SUVs, mid-size SUV. And so, what kind of what kind of share are you confident of achieving in that in this segment?
I think in the entry SUV we are the market leaders. In mid SUV there was a segment in which we are not catering to the customer, the Gen Z customer. Through this product, we have tried to address to that segment also, and we are confident that we are going to have a sizable chunk in this segment also.
At least in the top two positions?
Endeavor will be to be the market leader.
On that note, Partho,
Thank
pleasure
you.
talking to you. Thank you very much.